Today on our story, we're featuring a mathematician by the name of Dr. Gabriel Oyibo. Dr. Oyibo was born in Ahida, Nigeria in 1952. He attended the Ahmadu Bello University in Nigeria. He obtained his PhD from Rensselaer Tech Institute in Troy, New York. He worked 4 years for NASA and the Air Force Office of Science Research. He made several contributions to aircraft designs and aerodynamics and aeroelasticity and mathematics. He taught several years at Rensselaer. Dr. Oyibo received knighthood from His Royal Highness of the Agala Kingdom in Nigeria. He became famous for the grand universal theorem called GAGUT. This grand universal theorem is a theory that all mathematicians compete to solve. And so saidly, he solved the theorem of the grand unified theory, which unifies gravity, electromagnetism, the strong force and the weak force together through his equation. That in itself is the grand unified theory. He goes on to say that the GAGUT, he calls it GAGUT. The G is an invariant for the known and unknown. The I is an invariant for space. The J is an invariant of time. And the comma and equal sign transforms the space dimensions to zero. Zero is a point of origin. Dr. Oyibo is a very scholastic mathematician. He taught at Rensselaer. He also attended university in Germany, and he's been all over, But he goes on to explain the grand universal theory. He calls it GAGUT, or the mathematical equation is Gij, comma, J equals 0. And he says it therefore unifies all mathematics into one equation. The theorem states all elements of the universe are controlled by a form of God or God spirit, thus providing the existence of a God. He further states that the GAGUT is a unification of three factors, which is God's word, the Big Bang theory, or the roaring waters of the ancient noon. He goes on to say the three factors have a common denominator, which are waves. He says God's word comes in waves, the Big Bang comes in sound waves, and the ancient waters of noon come in water waves. So Dr. Gabriel Oyibo is being challenged on his grand universal theorem. He says it's not a theory anymore, it's a theorem because he solved it. But you have other mathematical students at MIT and other universities challenging his credibility with this grand universal theorem that he solved. And so the debate is whether he solved it, whether he can prove to MIT or the universities that this is actually the grand universal theorem. But his response is, prove to me that it's not. Find my fault and make me aware of it, is what he says to each student that challenges his theorem. So once again, these videos are made for people specifically interested in science and math, preferably between the ages of 15 and 25. We make these videos which express achievements of Blacks in science and in any form of achievements that Black people have made. So we make these for the younger people to do research, to go in and actually Google Dr. Gabriel Oyibo and, you know, see what his grand universal theorem is and see how it differs from any of the other theorems, and does it actually complete Einstein's theory. So once again, we have Black Genius here, and we want to show the younger generation that they can become a genius too. Okay, so thank you for joining us on our story.